themselves to fit in with other people. And we can start going through that while I'm finding the music, starting with Common.
Easy question. He does not care. Others, no. Take care not to eat at home. Bad. One would be. It would be bad if she, as she said once, got a taste of, but too used to good.
Hmm.
That is a good answer.
I think for Svenja it is yes, uh, because of the sort of the old influence advisor to the Yale career path. So it's important to her that uh, people listen to her and trust her. So she doesn't necessarily change herself to fit in with other people, but she will use her persuasion and her music and her charisma and her art to make other people like her. So she doesn't change herself, but she will do everything in her power to be perceived in the way that she needs them to perceive her.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, and welcome, Gom. I'm glad you could make it. What
With
about
the
your?
water, so be here in a bit.
Okay.
Yorman, well, for most people, Yorman wouldn't actually care. Even some people in Broderick, he wouldn't really listen to either way. But just people close to him, so some members of this party, his own parents, some other townfolk who you might spend more time with than others. And as for what he'd do to fit in, he'd probably just offer to help, really, in any way.
I like Yorman's answer, so I'm gonna go with that as well.
Wow. Okay. Well, uh, we'll give Gorm a moment to get in. Ursula, what about you?
Uh, I think he care to some extent, not like a whole lot, especially, with the way she looks. Some people are just not going to like her. So, like, fuck them, I guess. But, uh, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Have you got a recap for us for tonight?
Yeah. So we started having just beaten off all those little minions right outside the tower, and a few of us went inside to check it out. It was pretty much empty except for a crystal up in the second floor, which we tried to dislodge and summoned a weird tentacle guy outside, which is probably Alhazir. He some generic villain monologue for Carmilla Sutton, and the illusion dissipated. We keep dislodging the crystal, and it plops out into the river. The magic that was in there now sort of unfocused, and if we can get rid of the rest of the tablets, and we might be able to fully get rid of all this poison. Uh, the tentacles, however, did not appreciate us dislodging it and started frassing around quite a bit. So, as we're going around and trying to break the others, they're all making that rather difficult for us. Uh, oh, yeah, most of the combat is us just getting rid of those and taking some significant wounds on the way. As you mentioned a bit ago, I got hit by a lightning bolt. Svenja revived me, then got grabbed by a giant tentacle.
Yeah, which is basically where we're going to rejoin things. Oh, I just realized I didn't put the initiative back. My bad. I'll fix that in a minute. But where we rejoin you. Hold on, why did Svenja wake up?
I hope I haven't clicked on some thing. Don't think so.
Okay, it's because I think it updated with your D&D Beyond.
Oh,
Okay, you don't lose an arm or hand. You got a festering wound faster. But yeah, so where we rejoin you is going to be going to rewind just a good 6 seconds there at the beginning of Svenja's turn while you are still unconscious, Ursula, because this takes much longer than real time. You will be seeing this as you think that you are dying. You have been hit by this lightning bolt, and you open your eyes to find yourself standing on a in this sort of dark. It's hard to explain. You're standing on the surface of water, but it seems to just go on forever, and there's complete darkness, though you can see flashes of lightning coming from clouds up above you, just illuminating the inky blackness that you are standing in, and yeah, you just see this sort of storm roiling up above, but it isn't raining or anything. Would you like to do anything?
Not
sorry, this is Camilla or Svenja.
Ursula.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry,
did I
Ursula.
say Camilla?
I'm pretty sure you said me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would remember having just been hit by lightning, so I don't know.
It's foggy. It feels like you're in a dream, so you're not entirely sure how you got here, but the last thing that you do remember is just that flash of lightning.
Probably like try and cast warding wind on myself, just feeling the storm around me and trying to like increase it, feel it, feel it through me, and not
As you try and cast this, as you try and manipulate the, the weave around you, your magic has no effect here. It is like you are completely powerless, and it's almost like all the strength has been drained out of both you and your magic itself. And as you're trying to do this, you notice something in the reflection underneath you. In as the storm sort of flashes, you notice something moving through the clouds above you, and it's very slow, but it looks like there is something gargantuan in the clouds above you. And as you look up towards it, you will see what looks like a face covered in some sort of a sheet or something. You can't actually make out the features of its face, but you see it push through the clouds towards you as this giant face comes billowing in over this water that now starts to churn underneath your feet. But you are standing on the surface, and it feels like you have no magic. You're not doing anything?
Yeah, I'm just going to watch it, I guess.
You will see as it comes closer, it doesn't seem to be looking at you. It doesn't seem to be able to see you through this like sheet over its face, but you do see it moving as though it's sniffing at the air, and then you'll hear this voice echo out over it. It is a feminine voice, but just booming out like thunder as it says, "Is that kraken blood I smell? Who are you? Where are you?"
Let out a little whistle. Down here. Yeah?
The face turns
I
towards you, but you see it. You don't see any eyes in the sockets as it's now staring down directly at.
Yeah, that's kraken blood you smell. I've been fighting one. Is
Ah, so you must be the new one. Okay then. If it is a kraken you fight, this ought to be fun. And as she's saying that, you will see well, you'll hear just across the surface of the water, you will hear Svenja's voice as she calls out to you with that healing word. And you are going to notice the clouds above you start to part as there's beams of light start coming through it, like lights from the heavens. And as she turns to look at where the light is coming from as well, she is going to say, "But I'll take care of this one, child." And I need you to make a charisma check, please. Just a straight charisma check. Oh, nice. Okay. So you'll see uh, this creature, like it seems like the storm itself starts to form hands around where the clouds are parting, and it now actually looks like there are two hands pulling the sky apart, and you can see that face moving in towards the light. It looks like it is trying to leave, and it sounds like Svenja is calling from that gap in the clouds, calling to you. What are you going to try and do?
try and go towards it, I guess. I mean, it's in the sky, so I'm not sure if I can go towards it.
What are you trying to do? Just
I
you can make it up again. That's D&D, man.
I call out to it. Hey, you're not leaving this place without me.
Okay, give me one more charisma check. So as you call out to it, you try and reach for your magic again, just instinctively, as you'll feel the water underneath your feet surge and almost carry you up towards it as you start to ride on top of this wave, and you'll feel the wind surging around you again as you try and push everything you have to try and lift yourself into the air, um, to chase after it. But you'll see this cloud slowly just start to seep into the light. And as you do actually manage to bring yourself all the way up to the clouds where it is climbing through, you're going to see the clouds like cover again, and you will fall back into the water. But this time you will plunge through the surface. And as you start sinking into darkness, you're going to see that just little spark of lightning in your eyes as you drift into the darkness, that same spark of lightning ignites in your actual body as you awaken in a desperate rage, and you are going to see a trident coming straight towards you. At this point, you as the player are still in control, but the beast is at the helm, and you see it just. You lift a hand and catch the trident in front of you, and this creature looks terrified as you've just stopped it. Didn't seem like you had the strength to do that. It seemed like it was just going to execute you. But you wake up just in time to see Svenja getting this tentacle wrapping around her, and you just see a burst of blood coming from her mouth as she gets wrenched off of the hippogriff, who is screeching as it's being pulled down towards the river, and Svenja is knocked unconscious and is being held in the tentacle. So I'll let you go take a read over Desperate Rage and what that does. But is there anything you wanted to do before we go to Svenja?
I don't think
Like,
so. I haven't actually found Desperate Rage though.
It
should be in
sits
your
under
features.
features for me. Okay, hang on a second. It's a passive under passive abilities. Satyr Beast. Scroll down. It sits down there for me.
Yeah, they are. They should be there in separate things.
Okay, I've just first clicked. Oh, there we go. It is under passive abilities. Sorry, and I clicked the wrong number there.
Yeah, it may look different on your sheets. This will be different for everyone if you are able
Yeah, I
to
don't
unlock
see
this
any
kind of thing.
passive abilities tab.
You go to features and then scroll down to passive abilities. Assuming that's the same
Ah,
thing you mean.
there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it should be just above your race and stuff. Yeah, that's the top one there that says Satyr Beast. That has all the information in it, but that's for like all the different levels. The other stuff is just for what you have now.
Okay.
But at this point, we'll get back into the initiative in a minute. But while you look through that, and you can describe how that looks when we get back to your turn. But we will go to Svenja as you have just been knocked unconscious. And as you see that hippogriff sort of screeching and after you, you're just going to see the lights go out, and that'll be the last thing that you see as you are pulled into darkness as well. You will likewise find yourself waking as though into a dream and being on this seemingly black surface of water. There is no storm up above you. You can see it just goes on forever like a starless sky. But you kind of land in the water, and in the distance in front of you, you can see what looks like a figure in the water, not quite a distance from you at this point. It looks like a humanoid sort of sized figure.
I think what she's going to do is just for fun. This figure looks so. She's not able to judge distance really here, right?
Yeah, you can. If you want to try and get closer and take a closer look, you definitely can. It's just as you wake, it seems it's just a vague sort of silhouette in the distance.
I think she's going to almost will herself to not quite teleport Misty Step, but she's just going to take a step forward with the intention of landing next to this figure.
And that you do as you take one step forward, it takes you all the way until you're just like 2 meters or so away from it. And as it just you kind of zoom over there, you will see that the figure is it looks like a woman who has got her arms chained up um, next to her. You will see massive wings coming off of her back that are curled around onto the surface of the water next to her. And there are there is a spear on one side that is stuck right through one of her wings and into the ground. You can see there is a sword on the other side plunged through the other wing, seemingly holding her down. And as you get closer, she is hanging her head, and you notice that she has been blood eagled.
Ew. Um, so she first steps will try and remove the spear and the sword from her wings. And then, because we haven't used it yet today, use her celestial radiance to try and heal the age. And I'm assuming the angel is unconscious. He's like just hanging there.
Well, as you grab hold of the spear to try and move it, you will see her flinch, and you'll hear like a whimper come from her. It seems she is not only alive but conscious, and it seems to hurt as you touch the spear. But also, I will say, as you reach out for that ability, it is not there. You don't have any of your spells or features in this space.
Oh, shit.
So you can, if you said that you used it, you can add the thing back. But yeah, you feel no connection to the magic that you usually have.
Okay, so she'd address her then as sister. And actually, what she will do, this is like a humanoid, sort of typical human size angel, not giant size, 3 times human or whatever. So she would kneel down in front of her and try and lift her face gently and see if she can speak and get her attention. And she would ask her, "What do you need me to do? How do I get you free?
As you
How
go
do I heal?"
closer, you'll go and sort of lift her face to the hair out of her face, and as she looks up at you, you will see your own face. And she will just be looking back at you with this terror in her eyes, like she doesn't recognize you, and she's just got this wild, like, panicked look on her face. But it is your face.
Ah, shit.
Who are you?
I am Svenja, Ingvald's daughter. Yeah. You may or may not be my sister. Who do you know? Do you remember anything? Do you know your name?
She looks down again as you see the hair kind of cover her face, and she shakes her head and she says, "No, I just remember." And then she looks up again, and it will be, her face will have changed completely, but you will recognize it as the face of the Valkyrie that you killed. And she will just look back at you with that same panicked look, and she'll say, "You, I remember you."
Yes, you do. You asked me to send you to Valhalla. Something has obviously gone wrong. How do I? Can you stand the pain of me freeing you with the sword and the spear by pulling it out? Do you remember anything about how you got here?
You'll see her like clearly searching for a memory of how she got here. But as she's looking at you, her face starts to turn from this like this confusion into anger. Like she starts muttering, and you will hear her speaking in Celestial and like under her breath, just trying to figure out what's going on. But you hear her kind of coming to the conclusion that you were the one who did this to her, that you put her here, and but she's just kind of, you hear that coming through these maddened ramblings. And as she is saying that, you will notice flashes of lightning starting to come from up above as well. And as they illuminate this like liquid that you are standing on, you will notice that it is red. It is a sea of blood that you are standing in, and it seems to have come from her, from the wounds on her back, and just she seems like she's been here a long time.
Fuck. This was not supposed to happen. You were supposed to go to Valhalla. I was sure that you went to Valhalla. You asked me to kill you. You remember? Do you remember the golden mask? Do you remember your helm and your sword, which you gave me? And she'll show her the helm and the rapier.
When she looks back at you, like when you say the golden mask, you'll see her eyes kind of blacken with rage as you can barely even see that the holy light within her anymore, as she seems to be possibly just in too much pain to even recognize what's going on. She just uh, she doesn't seem to be thinking rationally at all, um, and she doesn't seem to even recognize the items that you're showing her. But you can see her straining against the spear and the sword that are keeping her down, and it definitely looks like, even if it hurts her, those restraints, like you need to do something about them. But
Yep.
yeah, it's a hard call to make.
So yes, I think she's going to say, this is going to hurt, and I am going to free you, and then we can talk about the consequences or fight it out, whichever is. Does potions of healing or anything like that still work? Do I have my pack with me?
Nothing. You have got none of your usual stuff in here. You realize this is more like a dream space than it. You're realizing that the rules of reality don't seem to really apply here. She should be dead by all accounts, but this just seems like some sort of torture. But if you'd like to try and pull the spear out, I'd like you to make a charisma check, just a straight charisma check with disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see how that goes. 9.
Okay.
And not sure where that +1 comes from, actually, so it's probably 8.
I think that might actually be from this feature, but yeah, it is. It's from this feature. So as you, yeah, what does it look like as you free one of her wings by pulling the spear out?
I think so she will put sword and shield down and grasp the spear with both hands, and then she'll turn to the angel and say, "Count of 3, and then 1, 2, and rip it out." As
you rip it free, as you pull it free, like just letting out the cry as you hear her scream, and you'll see feathers and blood just like exploding out of the wound as you wrench the spear free. The rest of you on the battlefield are going to see this tentacle that is wrapped around Svenja. You're going to see her eyes suddenly open, glowing bright like before, as these wings burst out around you and just break you out of the tentacle's grasp completely. As you kind of hover there for a moment, you are also in a desperate rage, but those wings are now keeping you airborne as you've just broken out of this tentacle, and you can still see the hippogriff screaming as it's being pulled down to the river. And I'm going to fix the initiative. If you guys just want to roll again, might be easy.
Only thing I remember is that I was first, but I don't mind rolling again.
We're in the middle of round 2.
We ended the round, I believe, and then ended the session. But let's roll again.
I did take a picture of it so that I could keep it, so I have got it here. Somewhere.
Yeah, let's roll again, I guess, if
Well,
you want me to.
see a lot of dice rolling, so
Damn, I had a
Well,
19 last time, and then we got 8.
I can. It's fine. I'll move it back to where we were because it was also. Then we can make it the same round. We were on round 4. Also, because these monsters rolled pretty badly, I don't want to mess up the advantage. Still frozen up a bit. Okay, yeah, sorry guys. If anyone wants to grab a coffee or something, maybe do it now, because I'm just going to add these and Foundry slowing down a bit. So.
Alright, maybe.
So some of those features for you two, you can actually activate them, and some of them do work. I might not have gotten everything to work perfectly, but I did try.
Let's see what we can do when we're pissed off. This will rage.
Finally. Okay, this is actually taking way too long. We're just gonna go with these initiatives. I'm gonna waste time moving them around now. You guys are all basically up first anyway. We'll assume that the axolotl is in battle this whole time, so not going to worry about that down there either. They'll be in a stalemate, those two.
Still fighting.
Are all of you on the initiative?
Yep.
I think Ursula is missing, or am I wrong?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
there she is.
just
She
clicked.
was at the end.
I thought Deb was gonna add manually, so I didn't roll. Also, it was very laggy and didn't want to make it worse.
It's fine. Yeah, just roll again. It's it's taking too long.
I did click roll. I don't know if it actually sent though.
I think yeah.
What the heck? Well, yeah, on the tracker.
Yeah, it hasn't rolled yet. So
I don't see myself.
You are below the 0.08 spawn. I have never seen that.
yeah, I don't know how they've got a -1 on their initiative, but it's because she hasn't actually rolled yet. It's not hasn't put a number in.
I'm.
It might just be lagging, but if you can open the combat tab, you should be able to see your name there at the bottom and a dice next to it. That should roll. Okay, shall I just move you back to your last one?
I always forget there's a combat HUD. I never use the thing.
Oh no, it's fine. I've just put you up there next to where you're supposed to be. Yeah, you ended up in the same place. Cool.
Okay.
I'm not seeing the dice roll, but it did just change it from what I put in, so I assume you rolled the 12. But you had a 16 last time anyway, so you and Newman would have been next to each other, regardless. Yeah. Okay, is everyone back, ready to go?
I think so.
Okay,
No,
we're just going
I
to
see
start
you.
it from here so it doesn't time out all of your effects, but I will start. Did we end the round? Let me just double check. So this is actually meant to be round 5, but Doesn't matter. Yeah, we did. It's cool. So, top of the round with Camilla, as you've just seen Svenja, you've seen like a burst of light over there from Svenja, who's just broken out of the tentacle's grasp. You've got a sea spawn in front of you. What would you like to do?
Easy. There is something in front of me to die. Yep. Left side. And that.
That is a kill on that one.
Undead? That. Ending. Yeah. Ending my turn.
All right, nice. Yeah, you take out one of the actual sea spawn, as this one is going to. This one's actually going to go for the hippogriff and try and take it out of the air with poison quills.
Wait, hang on. Wasn't the hippogriff already? Sorry, Discord. Wasn't the hippogriff already taken down by a tentacle?
No, it's currently harpooned, but is still trying to fly away. It's got the harpoon attached to it, and the marrow is pulling it down.
Okay.
Yeah, need a con save from the hippogriff, but it only takes 1 point of poison damage there.
Let me see where the hippogriff character sheet.
It should just prompt you in the chat there.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay, makes it. Is not poisoned as it's kicking furiously, trying to get free. That is going to take us to Gorm.
Yes. So when they say when times are tough, that's when the gods listen the most. So I'll pray. I'll ask Aegir for his help defeating the creatures of his domain. And Freya for her help also defeating the creatures that poison her domain. Maybe they'll listen.
Okay, you can give me a religion check. I thought you were setting up to a spell you're about to cast. But yeah, you can give me religion.
Oh, I'm poisoned. Okay, doesn't matter. 20 with disadvantage.
Yeah, you definitely feel like the gods are with you as you do see a light coming from the other side of the rock over there. You see a flutter of wings or something. You can definitely feel that the gods are close. But with a 20, I'll say you also notice as you kind of close your eyes to take that moment of prayer, you will see another flash of Valhalla just for a second, as your eye still seems to be there, and it seems to be now looking directly at Odin. He seems to be doing something to it, and he just grins as you pray. But is there that I'll give you as a free action. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
I'll smack the guy in front of me. Can't go bad with violence.
I'll say this first attack will have advantage, so it cancels out your poison.
A normal swing. A hit. For a whopping maximum damage.
Nice, you managed to go through 2 of them.
Whoa!
Which 2 are you going?
The one in front of me and the one like to the right next to Carmela.
Okay, yeah, you just cleave through both of them. Or smash through them.
We have bonus actions. That aren't Shield of Faith.
You've still got Shield of Faith up, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, but casting it again will not help me. Also moving towards Svenja. Here. And that would be my turn.
Yeah, you'll notice she's looking like enraged as well. Just this light glowing from her eyes as she seems in a complete battle rage. But Yormund, that takes us to you, as you and Mikil have been battling. Well, you've been battling the tentacles while Mikil's been cleaning up after the others. What are you guys doing over there? Or what are you doing?
I am going to make some calamari. Oh fuck.
No, you must not fuck the tip.
No. I am just 5 feet away.
Use the halberd.
Doesn't that take an action?
Oh no.
To do what?
Switch
To pull
weapons.
out my halberd?
Drop the
Oh
weapon.
no, I don't give a shit about that.
Oh.
No, I don't think we have ever used that. I don't even use it.
Yeah, you can switch however you like. That's just flavor stuff. I'm not gonna
Uh-oh.
get bogged down in that.
Guess what?
Oh, not the only desperate rage.
Well, closest enemy is one of them, so it's okay.
Thankfully.
Let's see if I can actually get this though.
Actually,
That's
Yormund is also the
with
same
advantage.
distance.
Yeah,
Yep,
to be
that
fair, the
fails
trees are
anyway.
blocking Yormund. He can't see.
Oh, that's fair.
Alright. Shepherd.
He can only see those 2 enemies and Mikil, but I think Mikil's further away.
Yeah.
Alright. He's gonna have a moment.
Yeah, 12 is going to be enough to take them both down.
Oh, both of them.
Yeah, and he failed his save. So what does it look like as Shepard just mauls 2 of them?
He charges and jumps straight up, mouth open, but instead of just stopping at the first, kind of like a knife just going through a piece of paper, just slices straight through the first one, and into the second. Shepard doesn't even realize he got 2, but He's munching away.
Yeah, very nice. So, yeah, Kamala, you just see Shepard coming out of nowhere, killing those two. Yormund, what are you going to do yourself? As, yeah, you are within range if you're using a halberd of both of them.
Just taking my halberd from my back, just smash it against the rockers, like a pumping myself up, and I'm just going to make a good old attack. Hang on, let's.
I'll point out these are minions as well, these two. So if you can do enough damage, you might be able to cleave through two of these as well.
Well, I was hoping of using lightning blade in any case, so let's see. Alright.
Oh, maximum.
Definitely hits. Your
And
lightning blade is not going to do much because it is they are kraken tentacles, but with 14 damage, that is enough to go through both.
16. Actually, then, can I say... Can I get this guy with the lightning blade?
Wait, how does lightning
Any...
blade work? And also, who are you?
This one. On a hit, the target suffers a normal effect of the attack, and one other creature within 10 feet of the target takes 1d8 lightning damage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Roll that d8.
Let me just target him first. Oh. 1 lightning.
Yeah, unfortunately, because it is lightning damage, it is not enough. It does arc into the sky, but you see the lightning is sort of dissipated mainly by the kraken tentacle. Though you do cleave through two of them, and they both go slinking back into the water. What is left of them, at least.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, that then takes us on to Ursula.
Okay, there's a lot of things. Um, I will try to roleplay this, but first it says I'm supposed to roll a d4.
Yeah, let's see what the beast within gets.
I might just be missing it, but I don't see anywhere it describes the actual vermilion arts.
No, because you only get it. You don't know it yet. But tell me which one it is, and I'll put it on your sheet.
As soon as it actually rolls.
It rolled 3 times, at least for me.
Oh,
You rolled a 3 and then a 2 and then another 2.
Yeah, the 3 was
3.
the first one I saw.
Beast bullet.
Okay, I'm adding it to your sheet. Okay, do you see it there?
Yeah.
Should be in your under innate spellcasting there.
No.
Okay, well, it is on your sheet. I think it might just be lagging a bit.
Yeah, I'm very laggy. My computer can not handle this combat scene.
I'm trying to delete minions as we go, so it should speed up. But I don't know why yours really seems to be struggling.
Yeah, it's luck of the draw. Maybe my computer seems to be dealing well. Maybe I'm on the right side of the.
Yeah, it might be worth a refresh. But let's see what you can.
Oh, it just
What you
told me
can
it's
do.
my turn and did a bunch of d4s.
Oh, okay.
Now I see
Well,
the thing.
give it a second. There we go.
Okay.
Did you change your scores back? Yes.
I did not change any scores.
Okay. I thought it pushed you higher. I had lower rolls than I thought. But yeah, what are you going to do as yeah, I think you have to roll a d6 as well to see if it uses that ability. But your strength and dexterity both become 18 for the moment.
Mhm. It says I gain an additional action which must be used to cast the Vermilion art, so maybe the D6 is to see if I use both actions for that.
No, the d6 is for like an extra. It uses it again, but it does still spend the sadish, so it could potentially it could break through more and more if it needs more sadish to do that.
Oh, and there's a 6.
Oh, there we go. Yes, it's going to use it right off the bat, and then you can decide what it does. But as you're basically standing up in the face of this marrow, holding its trident like it's nothing. What are you going to do?
So she sort of grabs the trident, deflecting it and stabbing it into the ground. You can't kill me that easily, as she breathes out this cone of the flame. Is it flame? Whatever
They're like
energy
lightning bombs. These are. If you actually cast the spell, it should actually do an animation. But yeah, I mean you're creating a volley of small compressed bombs made of this
that is a
lightning
big
energy.
cone.
Yeah, does it let you place a template that big? We've had that problem before.
I can't see where most of it is going because I can't move my camera right now.
Yeah, that's fine. This is the part of the problem is that this is wild. So as long as you can point it vaguely in the right direction, who knows? You might shoot Yormund.
I would not appreciate.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so 40 seconds. Ooh.
Huh. Thought it would be more than that. 46, is that all?
Well, I got a very high roll on it at least.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
But
it's
I'm saying,
46, and whatever number that is, D8.
Yeah, 19
oh,
D8
yeah,
damage.
it's 19 d8. Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's pretty weak for one of these abilities. No, no. So yeah, 19 d8 necrotic damage, or half as much on a successful save. So
Holy shit. Roll 19d8. We have to see this on screen.
yeah, speaking of the lag.
Another
Ooh.
coffee break,
If I
maybe?
click the damage pop-up, I can't actually put in 19.
No,
So
look,
should I-
that doesn't. With these abilities, some of them are too complicated to actually get Foundry to understand it. So just like for ones like that where it says you kind of have to work out the roll, just roll it separately and all that.
That was beautiful.
83.
So yeah, deck save.
All right, dex save will take 83. Let's see.
should see our Kiga campaign. There's lots of damage dice rolled there.
Yeah, we're doing it properly in this one where you'll actually be able to use the lower level stuff and see the massive bump. In that one, it's like just the gods doing godly things. An
So
18,
I assume
is
it's
that a
my
pass?
spell save DC.
And no, actually, there's a specific. There is a specific one, but does that fail against your spells?
It does not. It passes.
Okay.
I don't see any other save DC.
Yeah, it does say. Sorry, it's in one of those abilities. Let me double check. Should be in the actual Twisted Satyr thing, I think. Maybe Dormant Beast.
Is it my
Oh no, Vermilion
Escalation
Arts is
DC?
where it shows up. It should give you
There we
a
go.
DC there, but it's basically the same. I think it
So
uses
12 plus 1 plus my proficiency, which is
which is
plus
like 2.
2. So that is 15 DC.
Okay, so it does succeed. It takes half damage as you just obliterate. Well, you do wreck some of the minions behind it, behind those rocks, as those rocks are just obliterated as well. You just see that all of you see these massive explosions coming out of. It's like you've never seen so many lightning things going off in such a compressed space. Yormund, you can see Ursula is the one unleashing this, and yeah, Gorm, you can see it from your angle as well, actually. But this creature takes half of that, which is almost enough to kill it anyway. But you've got the rest of your turn in this desperate rage. What are you going to do?
So I still have my axe in, which I can use for attacking it, I guess.
Yeah, you've still got your fault. That was just an extra. It's like a dragon split.
So yeah, gotta pop a healing potion.
Oh, that also remember, you get 25 hit points back.
25 temporary. I'd like to have some real
No,
hit points too.
no. This was activated because you dropped to 0, so those count as real hit points.
So it just fully heals me.
Yeah, it gives you. Oh yeah, you've only got 26. So yeah, you add 25 hit points on what you've got from Svenja's healing word. Svenja, you also get hit. You'd go back up to full.
So any that's above your max, does that go through as temp, or is just you take the max?
Yeah, you can take one 10 hit point. Sure.
Why not?
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, you guys are gonna have to read through these things as well. I don't know them perfectly, but yeah, pretty much. But do remember that you are not fully in control. So this just role play into that however you like. But yeah, you've definitely you don't need any healing.
Okay, yeah. So just fucking screech and run at him and punching him. So unarmed strikes with strength 18.
Yeah. So we'll. I'll just double. I'll take a note of how much you had before, but we can change that on your actual sheet. So
Only not. Oh, it didn't actually update the strength.
no, that's what I'm saying. I've done it for you though. But yeah, please, guys, you got to understand how look at these things, it's clearly not. These are some homebrew things that I'm making them myself,
Yeah.
so that they're not all going to magically work.
I mean, I clicked the thing and told it to update the strength to 18. It just set itself back.
I think maybe because we were both trying to do it at the same time. Oh, it's weird. We don't have the same macros on this one, so it's not doing the effects.
Okay, so
Yeah, sorry for the wait, everyone, but these are complicated abilities. When you unlock similar things, you'll understand.
that should have been a +6, but 12 would still miss probably.
No, that's actually maybe. No, that's just enough. It's AC is 12.
Okay, so I deal 1d8 plus 5, I think.
Mm. Okay, that's your first hit.
Yeah. That's a miss.
I don't
Still
think
not
that's
having the right
rolling.
bonus.
Is that right? It's only adding +3 there to your attack.
Yeah, should be adding +6. The strength and dex have updated now, but the actual
Yeah,
modifiers below them aren't.
yeah. Ugh, that's founded. But yeah, so 6 on top of that. So that's another hit then.
No, only 3 on top of that.
Oh, I see.
There we go. That's another 10.
Sandy, now, if that's enough, I think it might just not. Yeah, it's still just up, but you are beating the living shit out of it.
I don't think I have any bonus actions I can use. So, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, you did a shit ton of damage there, as this thing looks kind of terrified of you. But we go on to the sea spawn, and these guys. Which one is this? Oh, this is the minions. So, yeah, the ones that are surrounding you are going to. This one, the mirror is going to screech out, and they're all going to start coming back for you now. Person. This one got zapped by Yorman. It's going to go for him. Can't quite get to you. And then these guys. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all of them. You guys have cleared this field quite effectively. Those guys are all dead from the bomb. Okay, so just these ones going against us. Does a 19 hit you?
She says she'll be right back.
Okay. I don't think it updated the AC, so. Sorry, just gonna double check that. But while I check it, we will go to your turn, Mikhail.
I think it's just hits, unless she casts a spell that gives her more AC.
No, her AC is usually 17. I don't know if
But
that
her
went
dex
up.
is higher, so plus
That's
2
what I'm
is
saying. That's
19.
what I'm trying to check.
And back.
But it, Ursula, is your AC right there? Can you just double check? Because I don't think.
Since my dex just increased, it should
Yeah, it seems to have reset the.
should be 19 now.
Okay, so it does just. Although, yeah, the deck still only sort
Actually,
of
no,
maxes
I
out at +2,
got
but
I was supposed to make another save at the end of my turn to break out of the raids.
oh yeah,
I believe that's another charisma check with disadvantage.
yes, I think so, because it's from going down to 0.
I'm guessing that's enough to actually break out, so it would go.
Doesn't the DC go up as well?
Not seeing anything about it going up while in it.
It's 16 minus the beast level, so even if it went up by 1, it will still be 16.
That's true. Yeah, you can choose to fail it, but otherwise, yeah, I guess you'll be breaking out.
I'll keep it for now.
Cool. And you take 3 points of piercing damage. Okay. Mikhail, it is you, sorry.
Alright, okay. Probably gonna be another lightning round for me. I'm just gonna move up to the rest of the party so I can support them. So I'm gonna move up beside you, Ornament. Is there any spells I can quickly pop off? Don't look like it. 30 feet line. Oh, there's creatures behind me. In that case, I'm gonna lob a firebolt. Just, you know, like a baseball. Just throw it at the nearest. Is that spawn? Yeah. All right. Let's hope this goes well. Seems like it. And then for damage. Ooh, nice.
That's lagged behind a bit for me. How much damage was that?
7.
Okay, that's enough to kill the first one.
Really? Oh. Just says it's near death.
Yeah, but it's a minion, so
Oh yeah,
it goes
true.
down.
Yeah, I only have one action, so that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, yeah, these ones that are trying to catch up, you sort of fire behind you, take that one out as we go to the tentacle that Svenja has just broken out of. It is going to go for her again. Not sure what just happened. Does hit, but you may have a reaction.
Okay, so the Desperate Raise DC is decreased or increased every time I gain Seal Bleed. Or every time
Yeah.
I gain 10 of it.
Every time you get 10?
Yeah.
And that's like every level. Oh, that's the other DC that changes. Sven, you are muted.
There we go. Let's unmute it. Okay. So she's going to cast Silvery Barbs on it.
Okay, let's try.
And put the advantage onto herself. Yeah, my dex refuses to stay changed. So that would take her armor class. Yeah. What would that do? That would take her armor class up to 19, I think. 16 plus. No, that would take her armor class up to 18. Anyway, it misses. Right.
Okay. Yeah. So then, yeah, the silvery barbs, you managed to make it miss, taking us onto your turn.
Yep. My character still says restraints, able to activate the.
I will
stuff.
fix that. Sorry.
But let's see what blood rage the beast comes up with. What is it? That's a 2, which means features.
Bomb.
Damn it. Beast bomb.
Oh,
Let's see.
I did not think the Mordia would be the first place we'd see this one. I will add that to your sheet.
Okay, but it's a 3, so it doesn't automatically trigger.
Yeah, I mean, you can still cause it to trigger, but yeah, I think you have to use one of the arts. But
yeah, so the description specifically says I have to use an attacking art, so I can't use the regeneration.
No, you can. It's a bonus action to do that. They're not. These are not spells. I will say they don't have the same limitations like spells.
Okay.
So you can spend 5 of your Twisted Satyr and that recovers a number of temporary hit points up to twice your character level, but you are at full hit points because of the dormant rage. I mean, the desperate rage.
Yeah. I have 20 points and I need 50. So is this the point where I can do the bargaining with my inner beast to get more? I just don't have enough Twisted Satyr to cast it.
No, that if you don't have enough, the beast is in control, so it'll give you more, but for every 10 that it gives you, your seal bleed increases by 1, but it will just give you as much as you need.
Definitely want to do the sealed bomb on the tentacle. Okay, so now the sphere hits myself and everything in it with me.
Wait, sorry, so are you doing that? How much does it cost? I don't know.
50.
I'm
50.
trying to.
So must I put the description in the chat for you?
That's okay. I'm just also making it work. So okay, if it needs 50, it's going to have to give you 30 more, which gives you, or you can do 3 batches at once, can't you?
I think so.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that brings your sealed bleed up to 3 then.
Yeah. Bargaining is.
Bargaining is once, and withdraw. If it's the same as Kiga, then withdrawing you can up to 3 times.
Yeah, but this is not that. You're not actually doing that. You're in the desperate rage already, so you don't. That drawing all of that stuff that comes when you're not under this effect. While you're under this effect, you are. The beast is in control and breaking out, so it can use as much of that as it wants. So it gives you 50, but you now have 3 seal bleed.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing as far as I can see, right? So 30-foot sphere. This is not a spell effect, so I can't choose who gets hit by it and who doesn't, right?
No, that's part of the problem.
Can she cast it up here? And do I get injured myself if I'm in the sphere? Where is it 30-foot radius or 30-foot diameter?
It's a 30-foot radius, I think. But yeah, just post it in the chat.
I should do that, yes.
Just cast it, and then it should give you a thing. But also remember, you're flying, so you can go up if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah, that currently it is going to hit yourself, so just make sure you haven't actually targeted.
Can she move first?
Yeah.
So fly over. I need to change this. I want to fly over there. Why is it not making me move? Come on, little machine thing. Maybe it's just lagging.
Okay. On the wrong. Yeah, I don't want to try and move you in case it throws you across the map.
Nope. I'm wondering if it's because I've already cast the spell.
No, it won't. It won't stop you for that. I think it's just Foundry lagging out. It's probably going to throw you in a second. So, but yeah, you can. Let's see.
Absolutely, the first time the template works.
So is that all you're going for there?
Yeah, I don't want to hit Gorm over here, and I don't want to hit Nightwing. So yeah, just kind of mostly aiming for the tentacle, but under the rage, I guess. So I'm seeing this like the wings, because of the blood, the fountain of blood and feathers that came out of the wound. This is what happens as she spreads her wings and flies up, is that blood and feathers mixture just sort of expands like a pillow fight almost, where the pillow explodes. But it's these bloody red wings, and that's the bomb that explodes. She will move up in the air further north to try and avoid it. Okay, so let's see.
So yeah, first it needs an attack roll.
It has run out of its designated ammunition. Okay, so I need to increase the stage first. Let's do this. I'm getting a sense for how this works a little bit.
So you can just make an attack with your spellcasting modifier for now. But
Normal. I'm just going to do a silvery ball.
No, that's you. You've hit yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not targeting you've targeted yourself, so anything you roll now is going to apply to you. So what? Are you silvery barbsing yourself?
Yes. Just for the mechanics. It did not make us fly out. Holy shit.
That's a thing. Wait, did mine actually get an animation? I didn't see one.
No, because you're pressing all sorts of other things.
Oh, right.
And you were lagging and stuff. Though, good lord. All right. Yeah, you see the fucking nuke go off, but yeah, just for the record, you don't have to be in the blast radius. Like,
No,
you can.
I know I didn't, but I thought it would move me, and I'm unable to move the token. So, can we pretend that I moved myself out of the blast radius? Because I'm still
Yes,
stuck with movement.
that's fine. Yeah, whether it shows up or not, or that's technical difficulties. You can absolutely move out of the way. You don't have to spend a spell slot on Silvery Path.
Okay, undo that later.
That's why I was like, why would you? Are you willingly blowing yourself up? But yeah, so don't worry about
In
that
range,
saving throw.
yeah, so to say.
Okay, yeah, the Kraken Tentacle failed. Everything else definitely failed. So you can roll. I'm gonna try and actually make that explosion go away because it's it's quite something.
It's killing the stream.
But you are going to, yeah, I mean it's pretty accurate. Is the massive explosion that goes off, and you are going to create a new part of this river. But what is the damage there? 12d10.
Yeah, I rolled it a little bit higher up. That was 64 points of necrotic damage. Doesn't look like it's applied it.
No, it has not, definitely, because that is enough to kill it. As well as all the little minions around it.
Okay, so let me see. Do I have anything I want to do as action, bonus action? It missed the chappie that had the hippogriff on its spear, I'm guessing.
Yeah, if it was where you placed it on the map, then you missed him.
Yeah.
You would have hit the griffin if you would have hit him as well.
Yep. So can she throw? Let me see, as a weapon. I can't. As a bonus action, she wants to throw out her Devil Dance Rapier and go and attack. Actually, no. As a bonus action, she's going to do a healing word on the hippogriff. Why is that all weird?
What just happened?
Did Svenja disappear?
Yeah.
I guess.
Vaporize herself.
Yes.
Oh, she's back.
But it did the whole combat tracker go down as well?
Yeah. The explosion that broke Foundry.
Oh no, the foundry is still there though. The
I still see the
carousel.
combat. It just disappeared. Yeah, the carousel is back. It just made it go away.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix. She was after me, kill, right?
Yes, correct. So she's done a healing word on the hippogriff. So that's the action. I could either attack or do that action. Right?
Yeah, that's like casting a spell. So yeah, if you'd rolled a 6, then it would have done that again. But for now, yeah.
Okay,
But you
so
can also
this is
make that check again if you want to try and regain your senses.
No, she's going to stay in pissed off and angry land right now. I think the Nightwing is going to attack this thing that has got it captured with its harpoon. Let me see if we get this right. Attack.
Yeah,
Normal
that also
attack.
might not roll properly because it uses your proficiency. But
22 to hit.
oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, and it's wait. It did not properly target this chap.
This
yeah.
This look like it's Svenja's targeting it, not the hippogriff.
Okay, so
But
you
yeah,
want to do a,
you can just roll the damage. Huh?
and it is a. Okay, let's roll this. 2d4 plus 3. Uh, 8 points of. And ooh, nice. It must succeed on a DC 11 plus PB, so that's proficiency 2. So DC 13, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or drop one object it's holding. I'm assuming it's weapon or something.
Cool. Yeah, I mean the harpoon that it's currently got. Just trying to rip it out of its hand.
Sweet, I'm liking this hippogriff. Fuck, it makes it. Anyway.
Yeah, it seems like this is its favorite thing. As the two of them are just now fighting, pulling back and forth, having a bit of a tug of war midair.
A bit like a eagle fighting with a snake, literally.
Yeah, I mean this is the fish eagle with horse hooves on the back. Is nothing that's happening over there is like going well by normal standards. I mean, if I walked into this situation, I'd turn around and leave. I'd be like, nah, you know what? I'll come back later.
Whoa, I thought those mates had worn off already, but clearly not. Yeah, okay, cool. That's us. I cannot find my advance in the turn tracker. There we go. Looks like it. Maybe it is. That's us done.
Okay, that takes us back to this one's turn, who, yeah, just got the living shit beaten out of them. Oh, okay, hold on. My power just went out. Give me 1 second.
What are the weakened and dazed conditions?
Sorry, say again?
The
It's
weakened and
poisoned
dazed
and
conditions,
stunned,
because
respectively, because
uh,
those are conditioned from the system it was taken from. Not too sure though.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Ah, finally. Sorry about that. I didn't just mute the bot for all of you, did I?
I still hear it.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, it is going to go to the Shallow Priest's turn then, as it is going for you again, Ursula. It is going to definitely try and run away after that, getting a spell ready as it runs, but it is just slithering away along the ground. It will provoke an attack of opportunity, though.
Sweet.
Okay, so it's lagging a lot. Why is it not collapsing the cards? Did we not set that up in this one? Yeah, that is enough. How do you want to do that?
He tries to back away. She leaps up, wrapping her legs around its neck, and yanks on its head, breaking its neck as he falls back to the ground.
Yeah, you just see it flop around like a fish for a second, just death twitches, but that one is very much dead as all the little minions around it kind of stop what they're doing, like, oh shit. But that takes us to the one fighting the hippogriff, who is also thinking he'd best get out of here, but he's going to try to take this hippogriff with him. Oh my god. The 12 still hits.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation about armor.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to Mikkel about that one. But are you using any reactions or anything, Svenja? You can see the hippogriff.
I think have I used? No, I didn't actually use the reaction. So she would use a cutting words, I think.
Cutting words, okay. So sorry, it was a 12 that you have to beat, but if you can bring it down at all.
So basically, it rolled a 12, right? So it hit.
Yeah.
1d6. So I need to roll a 2.
You need a 2 to make it miss. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that is a miss. As it is just trying to reel it in. Also, just trying to pull it in, but mainly knock it out of the sky. But is unsuccessful over there, as this guy comes wandering around from the north. He seems to be late to the fight.
Which means he's going to have children, which will be cautious and think through shit because that's the genes that they're going to inherit.
Well, top of the round, Carmilla, you see some madness going on the other side of the rocks to the south, but what are you going to do? There is still one of those crystal connectors right above you.
Exactly. I'm like, nope, not me. I just walk up the hill, up to the crystal, try to hit. Well, lucky, but
Okay. Yeah, you do start chipping away at it though. Kind of hard to break stone with your swords, but does take us on to this guy over here who's questioning. He's a stupid sea spawn. They're basically zombies. It's like he's making the worst decision right now, but he's going to go for yours. Okay, hits you for 5 bludgeoning damage, unless got a reaction or something. Oh, that I think is half.
Is it?
I was just gonna say that's rage. Half
Uh,
damage.
Yeah, it's done something there. I don't know what it did something automatically, but
I
it
had
made
some
you only
temporary
lose
hit
3, I
points.
think. Oh no, it was the temporary hit points. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, that is its turn. It hits you with that unless you've got a reaction on top of that.
Already used that.
Ah, okay. In that case, Gorm, it is your turn.
Yes, one quick question. The rocks to the south of me next to the river, how tall are they?
So the one sort of closest to you, it like they sort of stack up. So this one in the middle is probably goes up to 15 feet at the top, maybe 10 feet on the sides, and then the ones in front of you only go up about 5 feet.
So I believe I would like to run up. Okay, I'll just run up them, and I just Assassin's Creed jump on the on the marrow and cast inflict wounds.
Oh, hell yes. I'll give you inspiration as well. We're praying your Assassin's Creed jumping. I'm here for it. Are you jumping into the water or just straight on top of it?
On top of him, and I try to roll to the ground behind him once I attack.
Yeah, I don't think you've quite got the movement for that, but
Yeah.
if you do well enough on this attack, I'll definitely allow it. But you made a splash into the water with him.
Let's see, normal roll. An 8. Oh, I didn't target him.
And I'll say you've got advantage on this. Is it an attack roll in Quick Wounds? Yeah.
Yeah, it's odd. Oh, maybe I'll just. I use attack instead of standard roll. Oh, that's why I didn't do it properly.
14 is actually enough anyway, though. So
I'll just roll
yeah,
the damage
see if
so
you
it
get
will
a crit.
apply it properly. I had disadvantage from being poisoned, so it cancels out.
Oh, okay. But yeah, either way, that does hit. As you you aren't quite going to be able to get to the other side as you kind of tackle him into the river, but this river already being poisoned, you will, as you kind of plunge down into this water with him, you will just feel that magic that is surging out of you. You'll feel the presence of Aegir just like adding to it, and he's going to take double damage from that attack. As it basically gives him vulnerability in here, and you just see those waters trying to pull him apart, actually. Like the waters are flowing the wrong way and just ripping him to shreds as how much? Oh, you only had 11 hit points left, so that kills it. And the harpoon goes free. It's still hanging from the hippogriff, but it manages to pull it out of his cold, dead hands.
Okay, this is my turn.
Very nice, Yeoman.
This poor guy just wandered directly into my rage.
Oh, he's
I
trying to
think
kill you. He's like coming at you aggressively. It might not go so
but
well.
he's still like shambling along.
Yeah, he's glad to not be in the other fight going on behind him. I mean, you seem pretty big, but fuck it.
Well,
Oh.
bad choice.
Yeah, how do you just destroy this creature completely.
Having just cleave like the tentacles, and then just watch this guy get fried lightly, stumble over. Yorman just kind of stands there and just waits for him to approach, like halberd on his shoulder. Once he gets in range, just a good swing down. Just split in two.
You're just like season 6 of Walking Dead when it's just like, oh yeah, fuck, another one. Okay. Yeah, very nice. That one's squished. What else are you gonna do?
I think everything's under control on the far side of the river, so I'll keep going up this way. And Shepard.
So most definitely not under control. Just it's just the phrasing. Somewhere.
They've got it. They'll get out of it alive. Shepard is going to try and maul this guy.
Wait, which
Ooh.
guy? Oh, that's up there.
Oh wow, that hit.
Just oh, he fails to save. Shepard tackles him prone. This one is not a minion, so it is still alive, but Shepard's got him on the ground.
Oh, then that'll be my turn.
Okay, let me just apply prone there. I always lose the prone. It's like the one we use the most, but I can never find it. But yeah, that is taking us on to Ursula. So, what would you like to do, Salonga?
Okay, so I roll another d6.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so it's starting to calm down a little bit after killing that creature, but it's still, you can feel this. It is out to Kraken hunt, and yeah, so it doesn't automatically fire that thing. But what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna punch for you guys next to me. Or at least try to. Foundry's being very laggy again, so just roll it outside.
So you can roll with advantage as well, because these are just minions, and you're in. You've gone Super Saiyan. Also, because if you missed on an 11, I'm just gonna be so sad. But yeah, call out your rolls wherever you're making it.
So, starting out with the one on the right, it's 22 to hit
Yeah, most
and 8
definitely.
damage. Second one is 20 to hit.
Yeah, sorry, how much was the damage on the first one? Second one hit?
8. 8 damage on the first one.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be enough to actually cleave through 2 of these if you're targeting the. Oh, you said the guy on the right, so he's not a minion.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to redirect that, you're making 3 attacks. If you want to just take out the 2 on your left with that first one, I'll.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so we'll say the second attack against the guy on the right that also would have hit the 20.
Then 8 damage on that as well. And third attack is 16 to hit.
That hits.
9 damage that time.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say that's enough to take out the guy next to him as well. But this one is just still standing.
The visual picture of the sorcerer's bitch slapping 3 minions out of existence is just fabulous.
Well, not quite bitch slapping, but more like giant slapping. It's the you see her punching with the strength of a giant. I mean, it looks badass, don't get me wrong, but does not look like Ursula should be able to do that. The lightning coming off of her is definitely more than you've seen before.
Okay, so since that guy's dead, I should be free to do what I want with the rest of my turn now.
You have still got the one guy next to you, but he seems badly hurt and is he's badly damaged. He's probably not much of a threat.
Yeah, I can just ignore that guy. So the rate also doubles my movement speed. So gonna let him take an opportunity attack.
That might actually be a hit.
Hmm?
I didn't target. I assumed it was
Nah.
going to miss, but it's not coming through for me. I think he
Got a
Roll a
10.
14.
with
Yeah, he
advantage.
misses.
Okay. This leaps across the river.
Yeah, you see that river kind of like move underneath you as though it's going to like help you along, but you barely even touch the top of it. You can see nature around you is on your side.
Just keeps running and leaps up to the top of that rock. It won't let me because it collides with a wall.
Yeah, I'm moving.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, this is like crack of thunder next to you, Camilla, as Ursula just arrives looking crazed. Mikhail, you sort of see her rocketing up there. It's your turn.
Yeah. Um. Well, I might as well pick off the stranglers again. I'm gonna target the spawn that I left after last turn. Just gonna throw another fireball at him. On that way. Oh, okay, nice. Ah, not that nice.
No, that's still enough, though. Also, he's a minion.
That is true. Okay, and then I'm gonna start making my way up to the crystal connect as well to help topple it or destroy it or whatever. Yeah, that's the reach of my movement. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so you get to the base of that rock that you've just seen. Camilla crawled up like she's from the Grudge, and Ursula just rocket her way up there. But you're like, oh, okay, I'm actually going to need to climb. A ladder would be nice.
Yeah. And yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Sorry, I feel like you've just been wiping up minions. But that takes us to Svenja, as you are flying above the battlefield.
So,
And above the
there
crater
another-
beneath you, I will say, there's not much left of that part of the river. It's now filling in with water as it comes in.
is there another one of these connector thingies top of this rock north of her?
Yes.
Yes, I see it there. So,
Remember, you've also got double movement.
Yeah, so Nightwing is just a little bit too far away from it in terms of movement. So Nightwing is going to try and kill this last jobby down there because it feels a little bit enraged, and Svenja is going to essentially almost with like this. If you think about an angel of death, what was that movie that these horrible floating robots?
Bro,
Uh,
Tomb Raider.
Wolfpack or something like that. I'll find the name. It's like a science fiction movie thing. Anyway, so with that kind of screech, she'll raise up into the air and move over there. What am I doing wrong here? Why is this thing not allowing me to?
It's because the rocks are walls. If you can't see through it, you can't walk through it. So just tell me if you're going through a wall and I can move you.
Oh, no, okay. I seem to be next to it now.
Yeah, I moved you. That's where you were trying to go, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so
I think you've still got 10
this-
feet of movement if you want to move around it, but you should be able to move again.
Yeah, I think let's see what happens. This manifestation of angelic with blood spattered feathers. I'm almost imagining, like pterodactyls. There's like claws on the elbows, which are very un-angel-like, which she just sort of lashes out at this rock with. And she does her what would be that unarmed attack thing with a strength of 18? Be
Falcon.
1d20 plus 3. What is it? Plus 18 is a plus 3 modifier. Plus 4. Plus 4.
I think it's +6. Well, it'll be the same as yours. Ursula.
Okay, so first attack 15. Why it's not targeting the crystal connector? It's wrong.
That's all right. That hits.
And what is it? 1d8 plus 4 damage.
+5, I
And
think. If it's the same as mine, at least.
okay, so that will be 11 points of smashing damage. And let's do that again. And it's another 7 points of damage. And the next hit is a 18. She's just wailing essentially into this wings, and and sort of headbutting it, I guess, with the helmet, which might be bent. So that's
Exactly enough. As you, yeah, how do you destroy that rock with your wing?
so. Misa, she's sort of slashes with the wing, and then, with the left wing slashes again, and almost spins. She spins in like a 360, and as she spinning, she's just with her shield, that's still in her left hand. She just horizontally chops into the crystal thing, probably damages the shit out of her shield. But the shield just hits a crack where the the crystal reflectors become weakened, and essentially it pops like an ice pick into an ice cube.
Yeah, and you see that with the strength of like the gods themselves, that you just smash through this, and it is completely destroyed. Ursula and Carmilla, you will see the stone in front of you start to dim as it doesn't seem like there's much magic running through it anymore. Should be easier to break this time. But Svenja, is that going to be your turn? Or
Yeah, I
is
think
the hippogriff still making an attack?
Yeah, he's going to just sort of gently flitter over to this chappie down here, who I can't target with Nightwing. I have to work out how Nightwing gets his initiative. And he's going to do another claw swipe at it. Let's do attack. Normal. And that's a 13 to hit that.
That's a hit.
And let's see what sort of damage he does. Normal damage. That's for 10 points of sort of swipey damage.
It is almost enough as he starts pecking this guy's eyes out, kicking him with the horse hooves. That thing doesn't look like it's going to last much longer.
Okay, and now it is truly our turn finished.
Okay, very nice. So that then, seeing as these Mero are dead, this dude is underneath Shepherd, is going to try and bite him. No chance. Still stuck there. But at the end of the round, you guys have definitely made a mark. And Svenja, as you've destroyed this thing, you kind of look across from the rock that you're standing on and you see the other tower. And you can see at the top of the tower this Kraken priest, Al-Hazir, standing there and just glaring at you from outside the tower. And you see him shouting as though he's issuing commands to someone else in the tower, and you will see Mero taking up positions in the windows as they join the battle. I'm quickly going to add them to the initiative, but Camilla, it is taking us onto your turn then.
Roy.
Yeah, you can make these attacks with advantage because the thing is damage.
Down we go.
Yeah, let's see. Roll the damage. That is definitely a good hit. No, that is almost enough. And how much did you do there? 13. Okay, almost down. Yeah, that second one will be enough. How much was that? 7.
7. That up here is done. Oh, this have actually enough to get to next one.
That one has been destroyed already. So you've actually destroyed all of the crystal connectors now. You see that magic that was connecting the two towers has completely faded. There is still energy shining down onto that rock, but there's nothing to redirect it, and it is, disabled. Yeah. So, sorry, I was adding them to the initiative, but where are you trying to move? I can move you off the rock.
To the next rock. Gotta have some height advantage. Gotta have some height to. That's the end.
Okay. Oh, that takes us on to Alzir, actually. Just going to roll for his min. Oh, God, it's all of them. Okay, well, yeah, they seem to be preparing for your attack to come in here. And then okay, so on the Kraken Seer's turn, he is going to start casting a spell, and you're going to see clouds start to form over the top of the tower, as you can now see it creating this almost like a defensive barrier in the sky. But you see lightning start to crackle and thunder starting to rumble as he begins to call a lightning storm above, and yeah, you can't quite get it to you just yet, so that is just surrounding the tower. That's his turn. He seems quite secure up in there. This one is still fighting the hippogriff. They're not having a good day of it. His little buddies are joining him there. As a natural one. It misses completely. The other, yeah, you see that there are some more of these minions on the other side of the river, but they all seem to just be preparing to defend the tower. So, Gorm, that takes us to you.
Yeah, so quick question, because I'm not entirely sure it works. If I have walking speed and swimming speed, I can swim and then walk with my walking speed?
And no, you use either or, whichever's more, but you can obviously, if you've still got speed after that, then yeah, I see what. Yeah, it would be your walking speed, however much you have left. Fuck, that's a good question. I don't know how that works actually.
I'll get here. It will
You
leave me
have
with 10 because I have to swim and it's doubles my move. I have used double move.
I
And
do remember.
I'll just dash for an extra 30 and move 40 feet right here and end my turn.
Okay, Yormund.
Shepard's going to see about finishing this guy off. Maybe. He's still prone.
Yep.
Cool. Oh wow. Still alive.
Looking pretty bad, but yeah, it's still alive.
Alright.
Shepherd's crunching through shells like they're bone, but maybe not getting to the flesh.
Then as he's like gnawing on his leg, I'm just gonna. Oh wow.
That is.
Huh. Well, how about that?
You hit him directly in the head, but you see the body still kind of moving as it's just hasn't quite destroyed the brain.
Hmm. Oh shit. Oh, actually, Giant Smite. Actually, does it apply to ranged attacks?
It's all attacks, I think. Like the first attack you make.
An extra 1 damage.
Still not quite enough.
Damn
But
it. That'll be my turn.
okay, Ursula.
Okay. As usual, I have gotten a sudden lag spike at the start of my turn. Anyone see what the D6 rolled?
A 5.
5.
Okay.
But yeah, is that just trying to show me where you want to move because you're going to get stuck on that rock anyway.
Probably jump to the next rock.
Oh,
How did that happen?
I don't know. Gorm caught you out mid-air somehow. But you've still got about 20 feet of movement there.
I think I'll try and fire a scorching ray at the priest guy. Or is he undercover? That's a window, isn't it?
He's in the tower, so you know he's on the top of the tower, but you can't see him directly at the moment.
Could just ass.
Yeah.
Probably Das.
Okay, so where from the rock to your cursor?
Yeah, I'll go there first. Just can't see a whole lot, so it's hard to tell where the best place to go is.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can see what you can see. You're down on the ground now. That was just your normal movement, so you still got 60 feet there if you're dashing.
I can see that crystal there. Is that would I be able to hit that with a spell?
Yeah, you could. You can tell that it's practically been disabled though. At this point, it's got nothing to connect to. You've destroyed all the connections, so it's shooting the magic out, but it doesn't seem to be having much effect.
So that can probably wait.
Okay, you are going to provoke an attack of opportunity from one of the tentacles there.
All right.
At 22 there, as two of them lash out at you. So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. You sort of get to where you are on the map, but the thing has got a hold of you.
Could use a quicken spell. I'll use a quicken Thunder Punch on.
I'll say also, if you want to use quicken things on the Vermilion Arts as well, you can do that. But yeah, go for it. What do you on Thunder Punch?
Yes. Am I just lagging because I haven't gotten a pop-up yet?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet. There we go.
I think it's because I wasn't targeting it at first.
Okay, yeah.
Killed it.
That is actually enough to destroy both of them, as there were two of them trying to grapple you, and you've done enough to destroy both as they kind of both wrap themselves around you. What does it look like as you break out?
Just slams her hand down, hammer fists, and these sort of explode into viscera.
Yeah, there's calamari chunks everywhere as you land down on the other side. I think you've still got movement.
He'll get up on that rock and leap over it.
Cool. So that's 120 feet.
Okay, that's my turn.
Very nice. Up in the window above you, as you were running past, this Mero is going to see you come in and blow up those two tentacles. You see him throw another harpoon out the window, but it just clatters into the rock next to you as he misses, and the other one currently has no target, so that is just his turn. The tentacles, those two were destroyed. This one is going to start moving over. As there's not much it can do. It can't actually reach you guys up there on top of the rock. The others can't, and there's none left on this side. So, Mikhail, that takes us to you. Mikhail, are you there?
I think his mic's muted.
Yeah, he didn't move on the map. He just doesn't talk.
Smalls, is your mic muted?
Well, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. If you're just staying very quiet, then fair enough.
Something unplugged, probably.
Ah, he's typed.
Okay. You can still see that one held by Shepard there if you want to do anything, but if you dash, you can get to where your cursor is. Okay. Svenja, you're up.
Hello.
Now we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Oh, amazing.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I feel like your turns have been kind of boring.
yeah, we need to
Is there
kill you.
anything, just before we go to Svenja, Mikael, is there anything you're doing as you're running over there? So we couldn't hear you.
No, I'm just running. I'm just, god damn it, and then just gonna start running, further ahead because I want to do. Mikael wants to get in on that action. He hasn't seen a lot of blood.
All right. So yeah, as you continue making your way up there, you can see that there are some nice juicy tentacles coming up on the left that are no one seems to be within range yet. But Svenja, you're up on top of the rock. You can see Ursula's just darted across the river, and these clouds forming. What are you going to do?
I think she will rise. Well, let's first roll and see if we get the bomb back. Nope.
Maybe you can still use those things. I just want to point out, it's not, you don't have to wait for that to be. I suppose you did that already. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm tempted to push the up, but that necrotic damage I'm going to take at the end is going to kill me if I go one level higher than this is. So what? So I think but what? Given the urgency of the situation, she will rise up from the rock, see the top of the tower where the priest is standing. That's if he is standing on top of the tower. Is he standing inside the tower, on top of it?
He is inside the tower, but you will notice as you kind of fly up into the air that there seems to be a hole in the top of the tower that he's directing the clouds through. It's that sort of cylindrical tower, so it's open up at the top.
Okay, see that.
Yeah, so you're not limited on how much of the Seder you can pull out, but that represents this beast trying to get out. It's trying to break free. So the more that it does that, the weaker the seal gets and the higher your level will get. But it's up to you meta wise as a player, like, to make those decisions. How much you want to use.
It is go higher up. Will she be able to land that bomb inside the tower through the hole? She doesn't know about this, the new thing. So
you might destroy the top few floors of that tower if you hit it with that. That bomb is legitimately like one of the biggest explosions that. Yeah, that's an insane ability. That one, you got the best one.
So this is where guilty loot. What I have been survives. She's going to reach inside and speak to her Valkyrie sister and say, "Help me," and cast the bomb at the top of the tower. It's got 120 feet range, which I think she can hit from here.
Absolutely, yeah.
So let me, for fun, target the priest, which and
if you put it over the tower, it should target him. He is there.
Right.
Yeah, you just won't be able to see him unless you actually go inside the tower, but he is at the center.
Okay, let's run out of its designations. put another.
Right. So you are gonna gonna need to get more Sadia to do that. So you're gonna go up by another 5 seal bleed, I think.
Yep. And let's try this again.
Expensive is that thing?
50. It's the biggest one ever.
It's only 10.
Yeah, yours is literally the small version of this. You're firing little versions of these bombs. I mean, they dependent on your beast, that they can look completely different. But mechanically, you got the the mini version of this nuke.
Let's just put it there, and we put it there. Come on.
You can try place it right on him if you want to just get that dead center.
Yep. Okay, it has run out of ammunition again. Let me see, what am I doing wrong? God damn it. That looks promising. Attack. No. I don't think I hit him with that. Damn it.
Actually, you just hit. That's his AC. How are your low rolls? I mean, I know they've got low ACs. These guys are like fish people. They're not wearing armor, but still. Yeah, 14 hits, and it hits both the marrow as well and all the minions that are next to it. So you're about to do mega damage.
And let me, okay, so I have to reload, download world data. Something, I think this special effect breaks Foundry for everybody. So I have clicked on roll. I don't know if the damage has come on your side yet.
No, there was just an attack roll, but yeah, so yeah, it's 20d12 on that on that hit.
73 necrotic damage.
That's only 12d10. You know that the attack itself actually hits them for 20d12.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's
It's
well.
all so you attack one creature and it hits them for 20d12. So that would be the Kraken Priest, and then everything within 30 feet of that, excluding that target, so it doesn't take both, must make a dex save and then get the 12d10. So one person, it's just a hit and they take the 20d12. There's no save, anything. It's just a spell.
Isn't that, oh my fuck. 150 points.
I think he's dead.
So Svenja, describe to me what it looks like as you completely obliterate the entire top of that tower and kill the Kraken Priest in one blow before you even got to do a damn thing.
So as she reaches into the bound angel, either because the angel is still enraged, but because she feels she understands, it's almost as if the bloody feathers get a little bit more angelic and there's more of a sun type glow that comes from the wing as she's literally hovering with the wings spread, and she claps her hands together, and from above this pillar of light almost spreads out like an upside down funnel and engulfs the top of the tower, and there's this moment of silence, and then it's like sucking in and whoosh, exploding out, and you see bits and pieces of stone and rubble just scattering up into the air. It's like a cloud of dust.
Yeah, as pieces of the tower go flying, crushing one or two of the other minions that are around them. You have successfully defeated the Kraken Priest that has been poisoning these rivers just there's nothing even left. You might be able to pick up some body parts, but the entire tower is practically destroyed as it is crumbling and falling over. You will see these tentacles sort of thrashing around like they look like they're about to start retreating as his spells begin to end. Those clouds start to clear a little bit, but yeah, and all of his creatures start scattering. Is that going to be your turn, Svenja?
Yeah, so I think the hippogriff might sense up in the air about to pass out and do a disengage action and move towards up towards her. That would be the hippogriff's action. But yes, there's not more that I think she can do.
I mean, you haven't actually moved much. If you want to go and get back onto the hippogriff, you've got enough movement.
Yeah, I think let's do that because and again.
It's okay.
And let's do that. What is it? A wisdom saving throw to
A charisma check.
Okay, let's do checks charisma. So yes, I think that meets the DC. So that actually means that she comes out of the rage and falls unconscious on the back of it.
Yeah. So just as you're flying over to the hippogriff, it's like the beast within almost seems like it's going to try and kill it too, and then you fall unconscious, and the thing swoops underneath you and catches you as you are, out cold.
Right. So that's definitely our turn ended then.
With that, the one that is trapped underneath Shepherd, you see it just scrambling, trying to get away, but it's going to take a swipe at him. But yeah, Camilla, what do you do?
I'm doing.
Shit, he actually hit.
Oh,
Go down to the tin and make myself. Or not. Yes, that circle is harder than it looks.
Yeah, you see it is now currently thrashing wildly after the explosion that just went off, and it seems to be retracting back into the waters, and it's just, you keep missing it as it's now freaking out completely. Yeah, the Kraken priest's turn, you just hear this voice echoing, going, no! But not much he can do as these minions start scattering. They are fleeing. Gorm, it is your turn. There's that one really tenacious one underneath Shepherd still, but everyone else not so.
So I'll move here and I'll bonk him with my hammer.
He is prone, so you've got advantage.
For what, I'm doing you a favor. I rolled normally. I'll roll again, accidentally. Okay, that will hit.
and almost became a 2.
I know. But a 6 damage only.
Oh my god. This one will not die.
Oh my
It's like got a
god.
hold of Shepherd. You it's got an axe lodged in its head. You now break through one of its shoulders, like its whole collarbones hanging out, but it's still trying to bite the dog.
I can bash him with my shield, but it doesn't deal damage.
Well, let's see. I'm sure it's not going to last much longer. Is that going to be your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Yeoman, please, for the love of God, finish this thing off.
Yeah. Yoman just kind of like watches and just thinks, what a pitiful like creature, and is just gonna shield bash him. Oh my god.
You have advantage. He's prone.
That
Oh, you
was
roll with
advantage.
advantage. Oh man.
What?
Fortunately, that's a bonus action, so I'm just going to
Again?
Oh thank fuck.
no.
Oh thank God.
That is one resilient fucker.
Honestly, it lasted longer than the priest.
Well, he didn't have a nuke thrown at him either.
That's true. Well, he had everything else that I did. Is that going to be your turn, Yeoman, or
Yeah, honestly, after seeing what happened, I think Yoman's probably gonna assume that's mostly done.
yeah, these creatures are definitely trying to get out of here, the ones that are left. But then that'll take us to Ursula, who's still in her rage, and as this explosion has gone off, that just means there's less things for you to kill. What are you doing?
I think seeing that everything around her is running away, you'd be sort of standing at the ready with uh, magical energy flitting about her hands, but try to end the raid.
Okay, you are still going to have to roll that d6, because remember, you're not in control.
It says I can make the thing at the beginning of my turn, but okay.
What, the rage check?
Yeah, now that I can't see the guy that triggered it, it says I can make it at the beginning of the turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Said I make the d6 first?
No, look, I'm not reading the mechanic. So you do what you want to do.
That's 21 to end the raids.
Okay, so you fall unconscious in front of all these guys then.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, Ursula arrives there and goes, what does it look like as you pass out?
The energy around her hands sort of sputters and fades out as he falls to the ground.
Okay, the tentacles are trying to escape. They're just getting lower in the water, basically. I don't think this one will go for Kamala. Try to drag it with.
Damn it, we should have stayed and finished the thing before we let the rage go.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage and you are grappled there, Camilla, as this thing just wraps itself around your leg and starts trying to pull you into the river. That is their turn. Mikil takes us to you.
All right. Wonderful. Let me just test right there. How far away am I? Ah, too far.
I'll give you an extra 20 feet of movement on this turn. Good lord. Just the battle's basically over.
I appreciate the thought. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna move right up. If friendly would let me. I'm gonna move.
They might be stuck in the tree.
I think I'm stuck in the tree.
Which way you go?
Up right besides the tentacle. I just want to hit it.
Yeah, you definitely get
wonderful.
in there. You see it just trying to pull Camilla in. It's like perfect target there.
Right, and then I'm gonna, if I remember how to do this, I'm gonna do a reckless attack on it with my CX.
I will say you've got advantage anyway because it is currently prone. It's going for the leg and it's currently trying to go into the river, so it's definitely on the ground.
Right, I'll still recklessly. Oh, I forgot to target it. That's my bad. I'll try again. So 1d4. Oh, it hits.
That's one in there. Oh wow, that would have been so bad after all that. Yeah, that.
Oh fuck's sake! I did. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Hang on. There you go.
I think it's a bit delaying because I see the dice roll, but nothing pops up. Might
No,
give
no,
it
no.
a second.
Oh, nah. I accidentally rolled attack twice. Well, 3 times because I misclicked.
It must have auto rolled somewhere. That was enough to kill it. So.
Alright, cool. Yes, seeing Camilla start getting dragged, I'm just gonna, run with all my might and just, do I guess running slash across it. If it's one way you could describe it.
So you like going in to chop the tentacle off, or you just
Like
dragging it through the side?
Dragging it through the side, like, almost trying to attempt to cut it cleanly in half.
Oh yeah, that you absolutely do. Just flaying this thing open as you see, completely gives up on Carmilla and sort of collapses. Doesn't seem like it works properly as it's trying to drag itself back into the sea, and that one is dead.
Wonderful. And that would be my turn. Oh, there you go. Now I can my turn.
Oh, sorry, I hadn't even. Yeah, so then Svenja, you are unconscious, but you are stable. So what is your hippogriff doing?
Trying to think whether it'd be smart enough to continue to attack. But what it would do, it's not hellishly smart. But what it would do
Yeah, look,
is
there's
it
not much left to attack, I will say. You've pretty much cleared the field.
Can we do a... Yeah, there's not a speed. It will basically just sort of go down to the ground and land. Let me see. Let's do an intelligence check just for fun. Let's make the dice help us here. Nah, it will go down to the ground because that was the last thing it understood from Svenja that it needed to do. So just land somewhere that looks relatively safe, which is pretty much everywhere right now.
Yeah, it comes down from the rocks, also looking quite hurt, and definitely takes a breather as it finds some cover amongst these rocks. So is that your turn then? Okay. With
Ooh,
that,
sorry, I was muted. Yep, that's us done.
That's cool. So with that, I'm going to say that basically brings us out of combat because these creatures are all fleeing. Even the ones that are sort of surrounding Ursula, they have been blasted back. They are not really all that interested in fighting anymore. But if you guys want to keep cleaning them up, they don't really have anywhere to go. They kind of cornered into this part of the mountain. So unless they start going through the rivers, they're not going to be able to get away. So I'm just going to say we can go into free movement at this point. Svenja and Ursula are unconscious, but the rest of you, if you want to run in there and roll some attack rolls and try and wipe these guys out, you can do so. They aren't really fighting back.
I will just start heading to the other side. Make sure Ursula is not dead.
Likewise, Yormund is going to force feed a healing potion to Svenja.
Actually, hang on. I have Cure Wounds in one spell slot left, Yormund, so I can just cast Cure Wounds on her.
Can you get here soon enough? Because Yormund has no clue.
I mean, you guys were right. You weren't that far away from each other.
Hello. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Svenja.
Yeah. Cool, that'll work. So, yeah, you guys can correct me on the mechanics, but I think you still keep those hit points. You're just unconscious, or do you fall
Not
back to 0?
sure, actually. It says I lose the temporary hit points, but also they're counted as normal hit points, so it's not very clear.
Yeah, I think if you have them as temporary hit points, they go. But if you got them back as normal hit points, I think it's like your wounds basically healed themselves. As yeah, Mikkel, as you cast the spell, Svenja will start to wake, but you will notice that all of her scars are gone. All of the wounds that you've all got a couple of scars, and you've seen Svenja take some serious hits, but all of them seem to have just healed in this, like during this rage that she was in, whatever that energy was coming off of her. As Svenja, you barely just wake up. Feels like you've been in a very weird dream.
Yeah, if I'm seeing the same thing on Ursula, I'll just try to shake her awake.
They are going to need some kind of healing in order to be brought back, because they are currently, it's like their bodies are completely exhausted. With the cure wounds, I'll say that's easily enough to do that. But yeah, a healing potion or something would probably be fine.
And so I think, I mean, spell slots, yeah, Svenja has one spell slot left on level 1. So she will go over to Ursula and cast the healing word. She's like a little bit in a daze. If I can see Ursula's token.
So yeah, I mean, the last thing you saw before you passed out was it, like you were trying to heal Ursula. So you immediately get up, make sure she's okay.
Let's see if it rolls for healing on.
Roll.
And so what she would notice is essentially where she is standing, and between her and the tower, there is like devastated, ripped up earth and rocks and melted shit, where the bombs went off and went through. And I guess she recalls, as she starts thinking about it, she recalls this and would
actually give me a history check, actually, to see if you do remember this, because it was not you in control.
Fair enough. Let's see. It's a 20.
Okay, so yeah, you do remember things, but it feels like you just woke up from a dream and all of that just happened in a dream. Like it feels like there were two completely separate dreams that you had. You got knocked out, and you saw that angel that had been blood eagled, and you saw the destruction that this creature could cause. But you're now coming to the realization that it happened for real. Yeah.
Ah, okay, yes, as in the when you hit the sort of 10 on your seals nightmares and stuff, that's essentially what she remembers as she wakes up.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Okay.
And yeah, so sorry, I moved you on the map. Are you going over to Ursula to help
Yeah.
her as well?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks.
Yeah, DM, does the poison still in effect on me? I'm not sure if it's a minute or something longer.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Was that from one of the creatures? Then I think it wears off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the poison can be dealt with relatively. Wait, hang on a second. Let me see what this does.
Yeah, I was talking about me being poisoned, not the river.
Yeah, no, so on there is some sort of lay on hands. There's something that I just cannot now that we can do to heal the poison if that helps. What does the poison do other than just make you feel nauseous?
Yeah, they only poison for a minute. That's what we were establishing. So,
Okay.
and sorry, I missed. You can actually remake the save at the end of your turns. I forgot about that. But yeah, so you're fine. You don't need extra healing on top of that. But these creatures are all scrambling away.
Yeah. So what happened would be a question that I guess when things quieten down, she would be asking the other people. Why are you looking at me like that? What happened?
I pointed the tower. That was you. You have more explaining to do than us.
And probably for the first time in as long as you can remember, for quite a while, she opens her mouth, then cannot come up with anything to say and closes it again. Shit. And she'll sort of sit down and just stare at the tower. Just like literally flop backwards on her ass and stare up at the tower, and clearly thinking what the hell's going on.
So how am I next to the tower anyway? I just got hit by lightning and woke up over here.
You literally punched the sea spawns to death and then just ran here and dropped. You really both you don't remember anything?
Not a clue. What do you mean I punched things? I mean I punched a bit, not that much.
You punched more than a bit. Maybe this year will have answers. Honestly, I think she might give us more questions than answers, but she's the best option.
That is a really good idea, I think.
Let's rest a bit for now. Maybe even long rest mechanically, and head off afterwards.
Gorm, as you look around just to find a place to rest and can see some of the sea spawn scrabbling into the like some cracks in the walls. They're just digging themselves into the cave. You will notice a piece of the tower sort of crumble and fall and reveal what looks like some stuff on the lower floor that it seems to be like a storeroom or something.
We can rest in the tower if it doesn't crumble upon us, but let's see if
The
we
other
can
one's
find.
still intact at least.
You should probably stay here, both of you. Just rest up. We will see what we can find there. Just what's left of it.
Wait.
Sort of stagger up leaning on his staff and Strats. I'm tired, but I can deal with whatever's in there.
Well, I tried. I guess I'll head in.
Yeah, you'll notice the piece of the priest sort of lying on the floor, but you make your way inside. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm not sorry if I'm interrupting. I still see the template of the explosion. I'm
Yeah,
not
I was
sure
just
what to be.
because I wasn't going to put a crater down, but I'll move it now as you are underneath.
Can we freely explore? Or
Yeah, so you just as you go into that room, you'll see that there are a bunch of things lying on the floor. It seems like this was his kind of hoard of loot, as you can see in uh, the loot folder. You should be able to see the Kraken Priest's hoard.
Nice.
Finally, a bag of holding.
Which disintegrates.
I don't need a cloak of billowing. I am the cloak of billowing.
But yeah, other than that, you'll find the remains of the Kraken Priest, at least parts of him, and uh, little parts of the marrow as well. But other than that, the device at the top of the tower has been destroyed, as well as practically everything in it, other than what's on the lower level, which is just that stuff in that storeroom. The rest is all overgrown and gross. But it is definitely no longer pumping poison into the river, and it seems like you've ended that effect. But I'd like everyone to also give me an investigation check if you are having a look around there. And just call out your rolls, please. It's lagging.
17 for me.
Fuck,
21 for me.
that's weird. Nice. 18. 2.
Probably got bumped by
Ugh.
another die after it decided.
That's shitty when that happens. I got an 11.
Okay, so Mikil, you will find in amongst this wreckage nearby the Kraken priest's like severed hand, you will find that there is a burnt piece of parchment that it seems to be like it was a scroll or something that had been blown open in the explosion and half destroyed. But as you're just sorting through some of these things, you check to see if it's a magic scroll or something, and on it is written. You see that there are instructions written to him, and you see it is a letter that is signed. You can't see the name, but you can see the sigil of Flostavik, which is a town across the bay from Braudavik. But from what you can make out in this letter, they have sent this letter to him about poisoning the river in order to poison Braudavik specifically. It seems like he was working with someone from Flostavik. Clearly, he was a ritualistic madman, but
Time to raid Philosophic.
yeah, seems like they were preparing you for a raid by hiring this guy to poison your river. So that is the gist that you're getting, but unfortunately, because it's destroyed, you can't tell who exactly sent this message, just that they were from Flostavik.
Well. Would you like at that? This man was hired by someone from Flostavik. I suppose we should take this up with the the island once we get back.
Probably a good idea.
Probably have a bit of rain on our hands then. I'll pocket the just for safekeeping.
Cool. Yeah, having found
and
all
we
the
could
stuff
take a-
here, you guys can take a rest if you want.
Yeah, we should take a picture and put it on our Facebook page and say, Flostervik, look at this. But
Is
let's
yours questionable?
take a rest.
Yes, the rest sounds good.
Yeah, should we take a long rest though, or we are out of spells? I would assume the casters.
I got one slot left.
I'm out.
Plus, I will say this place smells terribly of burnt and like bad rotten calamari, but yeah, other than the fish smell, you can try and set up camp here unless you want to.
Try to
head
search
back.
to the map and see like how far is the point we designated for the rest.
Yeah, let me try to get that. Yeah, Foundry's not doing anything for me right now, but yeah, there's plenty of forest and stuff around here to camp. You could easily camp here and find a spot that doesn't smell too fishy.
Does it seem like the poison is like disappearing now that there is no energy powering everything up?
It hasn't just disappeared. It does seem like it's still left that sort of inky tar, but you can now see that there is some fresh, clean water running into the river again, and it doesn't seem like it's just pumping that. It's like you turned off the factory, but the water's still pretty polluted.
So
Sorry, I can't find the map.
you want to finish up the probably the antitoxin probably won't be enough for the river. I want like to pour it at the edge so it goes with the stream.
Ursula goes and swims down the river to find Kukavi and finds him just laying on his back with the little fish guy next to him, uh, like stuck on the ground, a big glob of spit.
Can the axolotl clean? Actually, technically,
What? Can it what?
like, detox the river.
I don't see anything in stat block about it, but the salesman guy said so maybe.
What did he say again?
He
Can
said
the
that priests use
axolotl?
it for cleaning up poison or something.
No, I asked if he can use it to. I'm not sure if it's one of his features or not. Can it be used to clean toxin?
Yeah, I think he's saying the salesman said yes, but that salesman may have been talking shit. So let me just double check.
Where is the next stop? The meteorite?
I think so.
No, remember where we. What was the like the route?
Oh, did I not put waypoints down?
You did. I'm just not sure which order are the waypoints. Probably meteorite and then up like the river to rest and then sear, spiral, and ferry thrown back. That makes sense.
My God, we've been busy. There's blood splotches all over.
Yeah, if you look, I was about to point what you were sending in the chat. So yeah, you can definitely use it to do that. I'd say it would take you a few hours to clean this spot up, but if you guys are going to camp overnight, it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon by this point. So if you want to spend the rest of the evening just getting the axolotl to clean the river, you would have it done by the time you wake up.
Yeah, that sounds good. So, long rest then?
Yep.
Okay. So
sorry.
yeah, you can. Are you setting up a camp? Are you doing anything about the smell?
Yeah. Yeah. Should we just go and sleep a little bit away from this chaos? We want to be near the axolotl. Is it the smelly stuff also north of the tower, or is it just where we've essentially slaughtered everything to the south?
It's more to the north. The south one's actually probably cleaner. You didn't do much fighting in that actual tower. So the south tower's it's kind of moldy, but it's not as fishy.
Probably set up
Yeah.
camp near the south tower on the old island between them.
I'll also get my horse over. I'm forgetting about it.
So, out of curiosity, what happens if we send the hippogriff back into its amulet and then resummon it? Does it get healed almost sort of automatically overnight, or it needs a rest essentially?
I think it can take a long rest in the crystal. So once it goes back into the crystal, if you don't use it for 8 hours, it can pop back out as if it had a long rest.
Yeah, I made 24 on the setting up camp check, so we're good on that part.
Oh yeah, and with a 24, you're able to find the least fishy spot to set up, and yeah,
that's
with
a
the
good
axolotl cleaning things, it gets much nicer the longer you're here. Actually,
Can I like ritually cast detect poison and see if any of the like tentacles are poisonous, and if not, like, cook them as a meal?
yeah, sure, you can. Are you using a spell to do that?
Yeah,
Detect poison?
I'll ritually cast it.
Oh yeah, then you definitely can. You will notice that a lot of it is contaminated, but you will find a piece that is definitely seem to be immune to this effect, and you find a nice good chunk of that kraken tentacle, enough to feed all of you for sure.
It will probably be a basic meal, so I'll just roll.
Why am I unable to entertain allies?
Yes, we eat good. I make cooked tentacle, and for some reason it tastes like chicken.
It always does, doesn't it? Let's do some entertainment.
The chicken part is an
Let's
IRL
do.
fact for you guys, in case you haven't had the pleasure.
What that kraken tastes like chicken.
Oh, tentacle tastes like if it's hot, it tastes like chicken.
What kind of like squid?
Yeah,
I'm calling bullshit on that. I've had calamari.
I had squid. It tasted like chicken.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also. I guess it can taste like chicken. I think
Guess.
we've all
Depends on
probably
how
had
well
our
you
fair
spice
share.
it.
Yeah, cold
Not
squid and
properly.
nipples are disgusting.
Nah, it's
Wait,
better.
cold? I don't know what. Jeez, you got to come to some restaurants over here, man.
Oh, it wasn't here. It was in Austria.
Ah, okay.
Ah. Okay, so well, over dinner campfire, Svenja will do some entertainment songs and stuff. I think she'll be kind of joking around and fooling around. So tonight is trying to get everybody to laugh. It's a 19 on a performance skill check for morale if there's anything like that that we come and play into it, sanity and things.
Yeah, I'll say after the display you just put on. Uh, everyone can role play into that however you're feeling, but you definitely are able to keep the morale up as things look like they might have been taking a turn for the worst there, and then it all turned around very quickly. So, yeah, you're feeling good.
Yeah, while we were resting, is it okay with the group if I take some items, mainly the Kraken grasp?
Yep.
Oh,
Happy?
Gorm, please give me another investigation check. Sorry, that was the one thing I forgot. I don't think it's in the loop.
Okay, rolling. Yeah, whoosh. Oh man, 12.
Can I add a bardic inspiration to that? 1d6.
Absolutely.
Too late to call it.
No, go for it.
Okay, so Gorm, you can roll a bardic inspiration on top of that.
Probably a d6.
It's a d6, yes.
Okay, press roll. I'll give it a second.
Crap, did I delete him already? Oh, no.
Oh, there we go. A 6. Let's go. 18.
Okay, with that, you will find the magic items that were on this guy that were not destroyed. I mean, they're magic items, so take some work. I'm going to put them into the loot as well.
You know, protection from plants is a real spell.
Lots more money.
Okay, there we go. I've actually put the items that you found on his body between the lot of you that were looking through there. You found most of these, but Gorm in particular, you find the Kraken Seer's eye patch, which I don't know if you've actually got an eye patch yet.
Maybe like a basic one, not something fancy, just to cover.
Should every bot section timed out or was cancelled? Can I retype that?
What happened? The music stuff.
And it looks like that items popped up for half a second here in the Discord chat. Am I looking at the wrong chat?
Discord check. I tried to see the spell, and I canceled it. Nothing.
Oh,
I think it's not an official spell.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Is the iPad supposed to be in the items list, like in the Kraken pre-stored?
Yeah, they're not there.
nope.
No.
Okay, I'll try to fix that now. I just wanna...
Okay, no, it updated.
Okay, cool. You should see you find a spyglass, you find a little token, and the eye patch. Oh, and his armor.
Ooh. Spider cloak. Nice.
This is a man of many cloaks. What the fuck?
You like cloaks?
Very nice.
Okay,
eye
so is
patch.
everyone
Doesn't even
taking a
require
long rest
attunement.
there? Oh, sorry. Say again.
Yes, we're taking a long rest. I was just saying it's pretty cool. Eye patch doesn't even require attunement.
Might not give me my eyesight back entirely, but it's a workaround. And I will take it if no one else wants it.
I think you're the
You're
one
the
who
one
needs it
missing
the
an eye.
most.
Get it?
This is correct.
Shepard goes, oh.
Well, I was the first one to miss an eye, and I don't think
Shepard.
Shepard can cast spells.
Shepard, you don't need to cast scrying.
Gives you a look like, you don't know. It's crying rabbits, just gonna hunt them easily. It's
Use your
Locate
fucking
small
nose.
cylindrical object. That's the one spell he's really good at casting.
yeah. Yeah, to be fair, he's pretty good at that already. Doesn't need magic items to help him.
So as much as I want to grab the spy glass of Sea Spectre, actually, I think it might be a bit more useful for someone who will attack from range.
We do have a few spell attacks. I like it.
I think that works, yes.
Pretty thematic. She's been the navigator and is like this storm sorceress.
Is there an option to just drag the items to our inventory?
Yeah, if that
Be a
works.
duplicate
Otherwise,
if we do that.
yeah, just tell me which ones you're dragging, and then I'll delete them once they. Just tell me when they're on your sheet.
So I took the Kraken's grasp and the Kraken's eye patch.
Have you
I've
got them
taken
both?
the spyglass.
Yes, I've moved them both.
Cool. And you've got the spyglass there, isn't it?
Yes. If no one else cares for it, I also wouldn't mind taking the token of the Sea Speaker.
Can't you already speak Aquan?
Yeah,
but
but
you can
I'll
breathe
get
water,
water
right?
breathing. I don't really need it because I already have stuff that does that, but if no one else wants it.
I don't particularly mind.
Yeah, you can have it.
It's also, I think, one of those things you can pass around. I don't think it needs attunement, does it?
It does not.
Nope.
So I've taken that
Yeah.
too.
I think that's the kind of thing that, oh, okay, you're doing the diving here with the token, but yeah, have you taken that one?
Yeah, Carmilla, do you
Yes.
want to take maybe the Naomi and hunting armor?
Bad.
Is it not? It says mid. Oh, 12 AC probably. Yeah, it's
Hide
high.
armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would recognize that Carmilla as being like you've now joined the Blades of Alsvater, and that's Naya Nim's version, and that's crap. They suck.
They're shit.
So sorry, did you get the token of the sea speaker there? I missed.
Yes.
Yeah, Elias. Your
I
monster
am
is-
eyeing. Yeah, lost the ornament. I am eyeing that cloak of Arachnida. If no one else wants it.
I think I've taken plenty.
What about you, Svenja, or Camilla for that matter? I think we're and Yeoman are the only ones that haven't taken anything.
I don't even need anything.
And you're resistant to poison, I think. No?
Poison. That's the
Yeah, so I
only
think-
thing
But
it
yeah.
would give, but it's like better to give else.
Yeah, I think the big part of that is the thing that Camilla already has. So you'll finally be able to catch up with her.
Yeah, so I'm happy that you take it.
The only thing I have is healing positive. Oh no, negative. It's me and I'm the only.
Yeah, more important thing, who's grabbing the bag of holding? I don't mind taking it. I think it will be more used like a party storage. But
Could be used, yeah.
It does
Yeah, I
matter
think-
who's holding it because there's a potential for you to lose your bag of holding and everything in it. But yeah, we can just say that the bag of holding is where the loot thing is, like where all of that is actually stored. Other than the supply chest, obviously.
Trying to tell it to
So-
a tune and I don't remember how.
right click and maybe
You may have to.
equip it.
No, not equip.
Unlock your sheet. So, sorry, Mikkel, did you take the cloak?
Yeah, yeah, that was the plan. If no one else, if everyone else was fine with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, happy with that. I was wondering about the Headman of Intellect already at 17. Who else will? That just lifts all of or some of my ability checks with another one. Mikkel's already passed that. Who else benefits from my intelligence?
I'd like it, but I'm also I've also taken a couple things already, so you could have it.
And it's not going to make a major difference. I'm already at 17, so it's just going to do a +1 for me. So it's probably has a bigger impact on you.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's 15.
Then I take it.
I've
Wait.
taken the cloak, by the way.
That's true. Carmilla has the lowest intelligence here.
But make me alter it so I suddenly have 100.
I mean, Yeoman has an intelligence of 14, so
Yeah, I think Carmilla is a 10.
oh,
Yeah, so
I
I'm
mean,
kind of more
Mikkel,
thinking utility.
what is your intelligence? Higher than that already.
yeah, mine is 20. I don't need it. It would serve me zero
So-
purpose.
Natural smarts. Yeah.
Does Yeoman have any skill checks? That's kind of where I'm going to. Is if there's skill checks, benefits from intelligence.
I don't think you have anything mechanically that uses intelligence.
Various use constitution.
Yeah, so
I think
Arcana,
Ursula's the only
history-
one that's got Arcana other than Mikkel.
I have a religion that uses intelligence and history and arcana actually.
But I just mean, I think, like, so far,
Oh,
Ursula's been the. And yeah, I suppose, or Svenja, actually. But sorry, just before we move on to the next thing, have you taken the cloak? Is it on
Yes.
your sheet, Mikkel?
It's on my sheet now. You're free
Okay.
to remove it from the horde.
Thank you.
Yes, I would also like to take the Javelin of Lightning because it doesn't require me to actually roll a check to hit, and it might give me a bit of range, so I won't have to run around to melee range.
Ah, I see why I couldn't attune to it. The thing says attunement not required.
That's a good point.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's like-
Can't really argue with that.
There we go.
so is that a javelin of lightning going to Gorm?
I believe so.
So this
Unless
is
someone
what
needs-
I'm reading though. This is just a once a day you do a lightning bolt extra.
Correct.
Okay,
Oh wait, let's see.
works.
Taking. Also, it does require me to make an attack to deal an extra 4d6 damage. So unless someone wants it, because you have higher chance to hit, I will roll with disadvantage all the time. No one.
Yeah, no.
Nope. I'm getting lightning bolt next level anyway. I don't need it.
I've got a action economy problem coming up with too many spell things.
I think I'll keep it on me. Actually, just keep it in the pile. Maybe Yorman will take it. Might be
Yeah.
good for him.
Should probably
Good
leave
idea.
some
Yeah.
shit for him as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's it.
we'll have a moment where someone pulls that out the bag of holding and throws it at someone. Yeah, this is where we're going to wrap up our session for tonight as you guys are going through the spoils. But yeah, you have completed another bounty.
Ooh.
Yay!
Yay.
And I will say that was a big one. So this was that was some good progression you've made there. But
Foundry is
next
not
week,
cooperating.
sorry,
Foundry is not cooperating the moment I think you marked it as completed. If you did.
no, just because I was killing the token. But next week we will continue the journey to the Sears Tower. I think if that's where you guys are still heading.
I think we're going to the what's it called? The meteorite first?
Yeah, I mean on the way, but the journey
Yeah.
is
There,
to the
yeah.
Sears Tower. But yeah, looking forward to it. If if you guys want to sort out more items and stuff, you can just send me a PM and I can delete them. I still haven't moved your stuff into the supply chest that I said I would, so I'll try to get to that eventually as well.
Cool.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
thanks for the
Yorman
session.
might want the javelin.
What?
Yorman might want the javelin.